unfortunately, the royal family, it's not quiet on their front at the moment, as you know, Alex. So otherwise, I'm doing fine.
See, I thought you'd had a few too many vodkas and were inviting me to your bedroom. Now, tell me...
Sarah Ferguson's final moments at Royal Lodge were far from peaceful or dignified. Multiple reports describe her exit as hurried, discreet, and deeply humiliating. Sources indicate the former Duchess of York was moved in and out of the Windsor estate under the cover of night, tucked away in the back seat of a car, surrounded by half-packed belongings and stacks of Amazon parcels. The scene was a stark contrast to her former royal lifestyle, signaling a dramatic turning point for Ferguson. Notably, Sarah is now effectively without a permanent residence after her ex-husband, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, was abruptly removed from Royal Lodge. She no longer has a home base. The situation has drawn public sympathy for the royal family amid Andrew's ongoing controversies, with the king expressing willingness to cooperate with any police inquiries if requested. While Andrew has occasionally been seen strolling the Windsor grounds and waving to onlookers, Sarah reportedly disappeared from public view. The Daily Mail cites sources claiming she had been quietly preparing for the worst. In the weeks preceding the sudden eviction, she allegedly slipped in and out of the 30-room estate unnoticed. Unlike Andrew, who maintained a public presence, Sarah reportedly took every precaution to avoid detection, lying flat in the back of a car during comings and goings. Her secrecy reportedly intensified after the release of new Epstein-related emails, which revived scrutiny of her past association with the convicted sex offender. The correspondence unsettled senior royals, especially regarding Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie. Recent reports suggest King Charles grew increasingly concerned seeing Andrew move freely around Windsor, interacting with the public as if nothing had changed. This led to urgent discussions between Charles and Prince William at Sandringham the weekend prior to the eviction. Shortly afterward, Andrew and Sarah were instructed to vacate Royal Lodge earlier than anticipated. Reports suggest Andrew was forced out around midnight before completing his packing, and Sarah's exit was likely equally chaotic. Staff reportedly faced the aftermath, with furniture covered in dust sheets, packing cases scattered, and walls left bare where royal art once hung. What was once a grand residence appeared nearly abandoned. Sarah's long-term arrangement at Royal Lodge had always been unusual. Despite divorcing Andrew in 1996, she continued living at the property, an arrangement that raised eyebrows. The residence, held under a long lease reportedly lasting until 2078, required Andrew to fund costly
Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, a massive wrong-un. They know he is, we know he is, but actually on the other side here, they've done nothing bad.
Well, I think we've got not only a political crisis with the fallout from Peter Mandelson, and he's being investigated. You've also got the issue that Andrew, there a talk was when he was trade envoy, was he passing anything on to Jeffrey Epstein? So I think that's the issue for the royal family.
Renovations, which ran into millions, a burden he struggled to meet. Once stripped of the lease, Sarah's fragile living situation collapsed almost overnight. In the weeks leading up to the sudden and highly publicized eviction from Royal Lodge, a steady stream of Amazon deliveries reportedly continued to arrive, highlighting just how cluttered and full the residence had become over the years. The process of moving out was far from simple. It reportedly required painstaking room-by-room packing as the couple attempted to manage decades' worth of accumulated possessions, ranging from everyday items to treasured personal collections. Among the first items carefully stored was Andrew Mountbatten Windsor's famously extensive collection of teddy bears, a quirky hallmark of his private life. A single stuffed monkey, however, was said to have remained with him, a small remnant of a childhood fascination that had persisted into adulthood. The sheer volume of belongings meant that the move became a drawn-out, almost archaeological task, with each room revealing layers of a life lived in unusual royal circumstance. Behind the scenes, the atmosphere at Royal Lodge was reportedly fraught with tension. Andrew was often seen pacing the corridors alone, muttering and ranting to himself, a visible expression of the stress and frustration he was experiencing. In contrast, Sarah Ferguson took a more discreet approach, confiding her anxieties and plans to trusted staff members and a circle of close friends at a local bar, quietly known to insiders as the Doghouse. This stark difference in coping styles highlighted the increasingly separate lives they were leading, even while sharing the same residence, and it was clear that both were struggling to come to terms with the sudden upheaval. Since leaving Royal Lodge, Sarah's exact location has remained a matter of speculation. While some reports suggest she may have temporarily left the United Kingdom in search of privacy and respite, potential destinations frequently mentioned include Thailand, a country she has long favored for spa retreats and wellness escapes, the Caribbean, where royal family members have historically enjoyed private island retreats, and Switzerland, known for its seclusion and luxury residences. Rumors circulated that she might be staying at Richard Branson's Necker Island, a known royal favorite for discreet holidays, though representatives of Branson publicly denied this. Despite all the speculation, sources indicate that Sarah's long-term preference remains to stay in Windsor, suggesting that her ties to the area and desire to remain close to her daughters continue to outweigh the lure of distant retreats. Complicating matters further, Sarah Ferguson has been portrayed as increasingly desperate in the wake of recent revelations from the Epstein files. Newly released emails have drawn attention to her past interactions with the convicted sex offender, painting a picture of someone seeking both financial assistance and personal attention from Epstein. Financial realities have only added to her challenges. According to Yahoo Finance, her estimated net worth stands at around £752,000, a figure that places even modest Windsor homes out of reach, with property values in the area frequently exceeding £800,000. This financial strain underscores the precariousness of her current situation, particularly in light of the public scrutiny she continues to face. The fallout from the Epstein scandal has not only affected Sarah herself, but has also had a profound impact on her daughters, Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie. Newly released correspondence reportedly shocked the sisters, particularly emails suggesting that Andrew allegedly sent photographs of them to Epstein, and that Sarah made crude, joking references to Eugenie's private life. One particularly troubling email from March 2010 reportedly coincided with Eugenie's 20th birthday, a weekend she spent with her then-boyfriend, now husband, Jack Brooksbank. In the message, Sarah allegedly joked about her daughter's intimate life, a revelation that sources claim left both sisters horrified and embarrassed. Princess Eugenie has reportedly expressed deep frustration at being unfairly dragged into the scandal, emphasizing that any culpability lies with her father, not herself. She has described the situation as profoundly upsetting, reflecting the ongoing personal toll that these revelations have exacted. Former BBC royal correspondent Jenny Bond also weighed in, noting the serious implications of Sarah's actions and questioning her judgment in taking her daughters to meet a recently released convicted criminal, as well as the insensitivity of joking about private matters in written correspondence. Bond highlighted how these choices have not only tarnished Sarah's reputation, but also placed lasting strain on her relationship with her daughters, underscoring the lasting consequences of actions that were once private but have now become public and deeply scrutinized. Despite the fallout, Sarah reportedly remains defiant, reportedly in discussions for a new memoir and showing no intention to reunite with Andrew. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor maintains his innocence, feeling unfairly treated. Sarah claims minimal involvement despite evidence to the contrary. Both have declined to comment on the latest revelations. The situation remains unresolved. Whether Sarah Ferguson can recover from these events or if the damage is permanent remains uncertain.